Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a festival that's, well, it's a little different. It's not about a harvest or a famous victory. Nope, this one celebrates a conversation. But this wasn't just any chat. It was a life-altering dialogue that happened right on the brink of a massive war. I mean, can you just picture that for a second? The armies are lined up, weapons drawn, ready for the signal to charge. The fate of an entire kingdom is hanging by a thread. And it's right then, in that moment of incredible tension, that one of the most profound philosophical discussions in human history kicks off. What kind of advice, what kind of wisdom could possibly be shared in a situation like that? Well, that incredible moment is exactly what we're talking about today. It's the whole reason we celebrate Gita Jayanti, a festival that's basically the birthday of a sacred text. So, let's break it down. Gita Jayanti is the yearly festival that marks the exact day the Bhagavad Gita was revealed. This is the moment when Lord Krishna spoke these timeless words to the warrior prince Arjuna. And for those who follow the Hindu calendar, this special day is known as Margashirsha Shukla Ekadashi. But to really get why this is such a big deal, we have to travel back in time. We need to go right to the heart of the action, onto the legendary battlefield of Kurukshetra. You see, the setting here is everything. This isn't just some random skirmish. This is the climax of the epic Mahabharata. And Arjuna, who's supposed to be the best warrior out there, looks across the field, and what does he see? He sees his family, his cousins, his teachers, his elders, and he just crumbles. He's overcome by this deep moral despair. It's actually called Vishadaya Yoga. He literally puts down his weapons and says, I can't do this. I can't fight my own people. And get this, we're not talking about a few hundred years ago. This moment of crisis is believed to have happened about 5,157 years ago. The fact that we're still talking about it, still trying to understand it all these millennia later, that just tells you how powerful this conversation really was. So in response to Arjuna's breakdown, his charioteer, who is also his divine guide, Lord Krishna, doesn't just give him a quick pep talk. No way. He delivers this incredible 700-verse masterpiece of wisdom, a deep dive into life, duty, action, and the very nature of our existence. And that is the Bhagavad Gita. So what's inside those 700 verses? I mean, what is this eternal message that has captivated people for thousands of years? Let's get into the wisdom of the Gita. What's really cool is that this day kind of has a double identity. On one hand, it's Gita Jayanti, celebrating the birthday of this incredible text. But it's also known as Mokshada Ekadashi, which means the day of liberation. So you're not just celebrating a book, you're celebrating the very idea of freedom that the book promises. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The Gita isn't just ancient philosophy, it's seen as a practical guide for navigating our own personal battlefields. It's a roadmap to find clarity when we're confused and to get that spark of inspiration we need to make the right choices, especially when those choices are really, really tough. To help us find that clarity, the Gita lays out three main paths. First, you've got Karma Yoga, the path of action. This is all about doing your duty with excellence, but without getting obsessed with the results. Then there's Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, finding your connection through love and faith. And finally, Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, seeking wisdom to understand what's real. The beauty is, the Gita says it doesn't matter which path you take. They all lead to the same destination. And what is that destination? Well, it boils down to these three core goals. To find real, lasting inner peace. To find the courage to face whatever life throws at you. And to understand and live by your dharma, your unique purpose and righteous duty in this world. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? It's as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Okay, so that's the ancient story. But how do people actually honor this profound moment today, in our modern world? Let's take a look at how the celebration has evolved. Today, it's not just a quiet day of reflection. It has blossomed into the Gita Mahotsav, which is this huge, vibrant festival. And you know, it's just so fitting that the biggest celebrations happen in Kurukshetra itself, right where it all went down. It's a way of physically connecting the present-day party with its ancient sacred roots. And hey, this isn't just a history lesson. It's a living, breathing tradition. If you want to take part, you can. The next Gita Jayanti is coming up on December 1st, 2025. On that day, people all over the world will be gathering to read, chant, and really soak in the wisdom of these timeless verses. And that really brings us to the final and maybe most important question. The original advice was for a warrior on a literal battlefield. But let's be real, we all face our own kurukshetras, don't we? Those moments of doubt, those tough moral choices, those times we feel completely overwhelmed. So I'll leave you with this to think about. In the middle of all the complexities of your own life, what does this ancient counsel from a battlefield mean for you? Thanks so much for joining me.